I think there's absolutely no role that we need to talk about natural selection when it comes to men and women. Once it's an organizational setting, it's a professional arena, it's career, I think every single role that women want to take up, they should be able to take up. There's no role that is described as being a man's role. Yes, traditionally you used to have many roles that did require heavy labor, but with the advent of technology, a lot of that is changed. So I think it's more about changing the attitudes. You do have women who are interested in these same heavy duty or heavy labor industries or jobs. And the truth of the matter is it's often attitudes and preconceptions in the 21st century that have kept them out. Because I know somebody will think, what about laborers, trashmen? There are trashmen around the world. What about those who work in the mines? Women and young girls also work in the mines. As we become more exposed, I don't think there's any job or position a woman shouldn't be able to take up. I think at the end of the day, it's the misconceptions, the preconceived notions and biases that many people have held on to regarding gender that continue to now keep women out of what men or what people might say are traditionally male-dominated roles. I would say that the limitations again come from people's perception. So what you often find is that people think that because you are a young girl or a woman in that you shouldn't be exposed to certain things. So it's not you particularly limiting yourself, it's people placing those limitations or restrictions on you. And yes, I would say that once I got married and once I had a child, it's the concept that people feel that for a woman who's married and has a child, there are certain things she shouldn't be able to do or certain things she shouldn't want to do, that you need to think about yourself, think about your family. But a lot of men will leave their children and their wives at home and continue to grow their careers. That should be an option that's available for women as well. So I myself personally did not place restrictions and limitations on me. But again, as I said earlier, I think it's about the preconceived notions, the misconceptions, the gender biases that many of us individually hold. There'll be situations in one or two places I've worked where, oh, you're a woman, you shouldn't go there. Maybe that's in the coverage of an event that can, yes, get violent. But as long as what my male counterpart or my male colleague is given in terms of protection and advice, it's the same thing I should be given as well. So in terms of limitations and restrictions in this particular job, not from me, but I do understand societal constructs. I do understand societal considerations for women, for married women, and for mothers. But those are things that people at the end of the day place on women. Not a lot of women are actually placing it on themselves. So those limits and restrictions tend to come from people who are imposing them on women on the job.